Getty. Joe Root and batting coach Graham Thorpe. During an England training session, England's Test captain was dropped for the final T20 against India in Bristol on Sunday, a decision he understood even if it was one which he said was difficult to take. Yet ahead of today's ODI Series opener against India at Trent Bridge, Root insisted it was important he does not go searching for boundaries in an effort to regain his place. He said, "You've got to always try to stay true to yourself. There's always an element of trying to expand your game and develop certain areas, but ultimately you have to play the situation laid out in front of you. That's where I've been fairly consistent over the last couple of years, because I've tried to play in that manner, and play a role for this team which benefits the group as well as possible and gives us the best chance of winning. You've got to always try to stay true to yourself. There's always an element of trying to expand your game and develop certain areas." Joe Root, who last posted a century in this format against New Zealand in March, acknowledged England's superb white ball form has increased competition for places and rightly shone the spotlight on everybody's returns. Alex Hales, too, might have a few thoughts about the difficulties of retaining a peg in the dressing room given he looks set to make way today for the returning Ben Stokes just weeks after hitting 147 on this ground against Australia. Yet if Hales might feel hard done by Root's T20 efforts this summer against Australia and India of 35-0 and 9 were clearly not enough to keep him in the side, "I fully understood the decision," said Root. "It can't have been an easy one for them to make, but that is part and parcel of having a really strong squad. You have to take that, get it." Two captains hold the trophy ahead of the 5-match series which begins today. Asked whether he feared T20 was in danger of moving on without him, Root said, "No, I don't have any fears about that. I want to see us being as complete a side as possible in all three competitions, but I do want to be a part of them. It's difficult because of the limited opportunities I've had to play T20 cricket, but I'm fully confident in the ability I have in that format. I've proven in the past that I can perform in T20 cricket. I don't see it as a closed door for me at all. I've got to make sure I keep putting the work in, and those limited opportunities I do get, keep trying to perform, keep my name as current as I can in that format." Root maintained that he was open to franchise cricket around the world in order to keep his T20 dreams alive, but stressed that his England commitments came first. Yet England might not be in a rush to restore him given a packed schedule of 50 overs and Test cricket, particularly given being out of the shortest format in may be beneficial effects on his Test performances given he has converted just one of his last 14 half-Test centuries into 3 figures. Getty. India's Shikhar Dhawan. During training yesterday, Hales will not be jumping up and down at the return of Stokes, but England will be strengthened given he came through a bowling fitness test yesterday and is expected to play a full part with bat and ball. "It is great to see Stokes back to somewhere near fully fit," said Root. "He is such a big asset to all three teams, and with him firing hopefully throughout this series we will see some really strong performances from him, and long-term for England that is a really good thing, but his return demonstrates the competition for places ahead of a World Cup, which is what you want. You want guys outside pushing as hard as possible and making those difficult decisions." Getty. England squad to face India, led by Owen Morgan. India will provide a stiff test over these 3 ODIs even without Bhuvaneshwar Kumar missed out with a bad back in Bristol on Sunday and did not bowl in the nets yesterday. How England deal with 20 overs of leg spin from Yuzvendra Chahal and Kuldeep Yadav looks key. Probable teams: England, Roy, Bairstow, Root, Morgan, Captain, Stokes, Butler, WKT, Moeen, Willie, Plunkett, Rashid, Wood. India, Sharma, Dhawan, Rahul, Kohli, Captain, Dhoni, WKT, Raina, Pandya, Chahal, Kuldeep, Yadav, Shardul. Umpires are Paliya Goruj.